Well, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Blue Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. We're already open for business here. We've already done actually our morning video and things, and I hope you guys check it out. But we have a da-da-dunt, da-da-dunt, damn, Gina, breaking news report here. It's not really breaking. Well, I guess it is kind of. It's kind of interesting because does anybody else feel like Mike McCarthy is truly in the doghouse? That Mike McCarthy is the child that is being punished for everything that's gone wrong with the Dallas Cowboys. If you go ahead and just Google Mike McCarthy, you'll see Mike McCarthy skips the league meetings. Cowboys without Mike McCarthy, but with reflections on the NFL meeting. You know, we've seen the pictures of all the coaches outside in Florida. It's nice and warm in Florida right now. You know, it's like a vacation. You get to hang out with your peers, and the media's there. Jerry Jones is speaking, everything. And Mike McCarthy is back at home. Mike McCarthy is back at the office, or studying because he failed the test. And here's what was shared by Damn Gina. Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy with reporters, meeting with reporters virtually. So, he's doing the Zoom call from the office. I'm here. I'm working, boss. I'm working it, boss. I'm working it. Shake the tree. I'm shaking it, boss. I'm shaking it. He met with reporters virtually this morning for the annual meeting. Said he is focused on situational red zone work on Tuesday. So today, he's working on red zone work. Okay. And he was scheduled to go to a pro day. See, this is where it's kind of crazy because one of the things we originally heard was Mike McCarthy, part of the reason why he wasn't going was because he was going to pro day, because he was focusing in on the draft. He said he's more involved in the draft this year than ever before with the Cowboys. My whole thing was, how come you weren't all in to begin with? And that's not necessarily on Mike McCarthy. That's more of Will McClay and Stephen Jones and Jerry Jones, why you don't include the coach. And I'm going to go even further here. You're bringing in quality control guys that are studying trends and evaluating the offense. Shouldn't that be the coach? You got him doing extra work. He's doing extra work here, but apparently his work doesn't matter because we're going to hire somebody else to come in and double check, I guess, to look over his shoulder. So what we were told was the Alabama Pro Day, which is tomorrow. That's tomorrow, right? That Will McClay and Dan Quinn will go to pro day while Mike McCarthy stays at the Star. Geographically, I know a lot of you younger generations, you don't know how to actually add up anything. I know you don't do math, okay? Back in my day, when we got calculators, you weren't allowed to use a calculator. In fact, the calculators are so damn big, it was crazy. We had to actually physically do the math problems and show your work on how you came up with it. You don't do that, I'm sure, now. I'm sure you don't. In the same way, you guys don't go to the library. You just Google shit. And so a lot of you don't understand geography. Now, see, Texas, boom. Big old Texas is right here. Florida is down here, okay? Right here. Here's Florida. Some of you are probably thinking, well, that would be a mess for Mike McCarthy to have to go from Texas to Florida and then need to go to Alabama, right? Guess what? Florida, Georgia, Alabama. Alabama borders Florida. So you're going to tell me, hold on, just listen to me here for a second, that Mike McCarthy has so much work to do on red zone offense, and that there's no other time that he can work on this, that he can't be at the hotel doing the extra work there in Florida, and that if he wanted to go to the pro day tomorrow, that he couldn't easily take probably less than an hour flight from Florida to Alabama. This is personal. This is, you're not getting to go have fun with everybody else. You are in the doghouse. This is truly Jerry Jones cutting Mike McCarthy off at the knees. You see the pictures of all the coaches, all happy, proud. Yeah, we're here, getting a little mini vacation here a month before the draft. Dan Quinn, he goes to look and dream about the players that they want to draft. And you're telling me that the head coach is not going to be involved in either of these two things? That he's going to be there working on red zone? Shouldn't that be the quality control guy? Shouldn't that be, I don't know, maybe the offensive coordinator's job? As the head coach, you're supposed to be the guy who comes up with the philosophy and says, hey, Kellen, we got to be better in the red zone. I need you to come up with ideas on how we can do better in the red zone. And then we're going to meet together and we're going to discuss it. I'm going to give you my ideas and so on. Aren't you the guy that should be there saying, you know what, Dan, let's look at these guys with Will McClay in Alabama and say, what are the players here that we need? What do you need, Dan? Dan, what do you need? Is it a linebacker? Is it an edge rusher? Is it a big body in the middle? How can we tweak this thing together? What can we do here on the offense that can help out the defense? And what can you on the defense help us out with the offense? And these players, maybe there's some offensive players there in Alabama that, we might want to get. You're telling me that between the draft, pro day, and the owners' meetings, that you're not involved in those? You got to work on red zone offense back at the Star while everybody else is out? Yeah. Mike McCarthy's gone. Mike McCarthy is on punishment. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. And you can see it on Mike McCarthy's face, the pressure that he's under. I actually feel bad for Mike McCarthy. He is literally in a no-win situation. If the Cowboys do well, it's going to be Jerry Jones and Will McClay that got the players and everything else out here, or Dan Quinn who turned the defense around, or it's going to be Kellen Moore got the offense together. You can see Mike McCarthy's been pushed out the door. All right, good people. I got work to do. We're going to keep you up to date and appreciate it. Da-da-dunt, da-da-dunt. Damn, Gina. Appreciate the update. Peace.